Algorithms are a funny thing. We've all been there when you're scrolling through some sort of internet feed and it reveals a hidden gem you were never aware of. Heck, that's probably what brought you here, seeing a suggested video or something like that. That's exactly how I ran into the VR multiplayer game, AIM XR. And for a free-to-play title, it's actually pretty good, reminding me of the old school days of casual first-person shooter games like Call of Duty and Counter-Strike. Seeing people flying around, maybe it's casual with a touch of chaotic. Where this was hiding when I got my first VR headset, I'll never know. Somewhere in the archive of Onward, Contractors, or Pavlov gameplay, AIM XR was a suggested game that popped up in my feed. Like a sneaky sniper, it seemed to come from out of nowhere. It's already a couple years old, but since it was free with favoring reviews, I decided to give it a try. Do that every time.
Holy crap, look at all these players. Oh my gosh.
It didn't take long to see how popular it really is, as dozens and dozens of servers were filled with gamers dueling it out in 16-player battles. If you've played any VR game, it's no surprise how many kiddos you'll probably encounter. So things can become deafening between the crammed comms and roaring weapons.
Everything okay over here? Take that as a no.
But looking beyond that, AIM XR is the place to play if you want that quick, drop-in style gameplay where you turn on your headset and turn off your brain.
Okay, that's awesome. That's so awesome. Once you reload pistols this way, there's no other way to reload it.
That's what makes AIM XR so refreshing, because nowadays, you almost get lost in the endless variables of weapon stats, attachments, while buried in tons of outfits and cosmetic choices. AIM XR gameplay has no unlocks, classes, or a variety of modes to sort through.
Let me pick a gun!
Besides a basic shooting range, just pick a server, lock and load, then let the lead fly and online multiplayer or battles with bots.
9, 8.
There are several maps with decent design to enjoy. The weapon mechanics are pretty realistic, similar to something like Pavlov or Contractors. It may be called AIM XR, but there's less aiming than you'd think. It's more point and shoot. But the strategy isn't like something out of Onward. In AIM XR, it's generally all about topping the other team by pinning them in their starting point. AIM XR multiplayer is the very definition of the casual, fast-paced shoot-'em-up gamers always talk about. For a free-to-play game and a quick download, AIM XR is one of the best MetaQuest games available out there. For another VR game worth checking out, watch this next video about large-scale battles in Forefront VR.